with Stephon here in the front.
Sam, obviously, team you guys have faced already this season. Kind of, what's your impression of Ole Miss as you go into it? Second time playing in their place.
Yeah, just again, same attitude we had the first time. A lot of respect. Their NCAA tournament program, they're really good. It was an absolute dogfight here, and I'm expecting the same kind of game when we go up there Sunday. But most importantly, it's a game for our fans. But like we've talked about all year, this game can't define our season. We've got big goals, but we understand what this game means to a lot of people.
Let's start with Robbie in the front.
Mjracle, what's the last few days been like watching the film on Sunday from that game and just trying to get back on track this week?
Just like make sure we keep the same energy as we came in last time and just being prepared as much as we can for them.
What did you kind of see as some of the issues in that game that kind of got away from y'all?
I'll help her real quick.
Yeah.
We were talking about this as we were looking down. Is there a window open? Yep, Florida's still making shots. All right, that was the first problem. We didn't guard the ball.
Yeah.
It starts on the defensive end. I don't think I gave up 90 points last year. That was an absolute just sling fest where half of it was we didn't guard it, and then the other half is you got to tip your hat sometimes to your competitor. They hit big time shots. So again, like I said at the beginning of the week, for us to go 5-6, pretty good.
Yeah.
For the week. Now I'm not happy how it ended because we're in a bye week. And you would like a nice taste during the rest period, but also know I got a locker room full of dogs, and this is one of them that we're going to bounce back, and we got to come out hungry, and most importantly, our key word, because we haven't had practice the last 2 days. We were off yesterday and we're off today. We start back practice tomorrow. It's just we got to finish. That's the key word for us. Finish.
Ben here in the front.
Mjracle, it's been clear even as a freshman just how much pride you take on the defensive end and just being a leader there. What's the message to the group this week after the defense had some definite shortcomings in that last game?
I think that was going to be a main focus in practice for sure, and we're just going to bring it. We're going to keep working on it, and we're going to get better.
Robbie here.
Sam, do you have an update on Jessica? I mean, obviously she came back, but how's she feeling after her injury?
Yeah, high ankle sprain. It's going to be day to day. It's going to be like Jerk's situation in Arkansas. The kid's a warrior. You saw her fought through. I asked her several times, and she wanted to play through it. She fought through it, but it needs a lot of rest right now. So she's doing her treatment. We're going to keep her off of it, and then as we get closer, we'll make that game time decision.
Stephon here.
Sam, you've talked a lot, the past couple of seasons about, this rivalry and the way the sport, women's basketball, girls basketball in Mississippi is growing. I guess, how does that translate, whether it be from your experience at Louisville or here, that, when a college team has success and brings, popularity of sport, how does that kind of trickle down, throughout high school and AAU and things like that in the state?
Yeah, I'm going to reference this to like Nick Saban at Alabama, all right? Because I read a cool article in his retirement where student enrollment went up so much because of how football went up. Well, imagine people like who get to watch Mjracle, who is from Washington, who went to school to Florida, and there's other young women who want to choose a school that are being inspired and think Mississippi State is cool. So when you have two programs on the national stage that are able to give exposure to women's sports and compete at the highest level and be two brands that are recognized on the women's side, it's not only great for our universities, but it's great for our schools.
Ben here in the front.
Yeah, Coach, I did want to ask about this freshman class. You got Mjracle from Washington, Jasmine from Chicago, and yours from New Jersey. You pulling people to Mississippi from all areas of the country. Was that just sort of the design and what you had in mind to make this a national destination?
That, and I just want to attract the best players. Like I said, I fell in love with this kid when she played the #1 kid in the country who's coming out this year, and I couldn't keep my eyes off of her. She just played defense. Everything our fan base and you all as media are watching right now, I got to watch firsthand in the high school circuit. And then getting to talk to her on the phone, and that's why I'm so glad she's up here. She's more than a basketball player. She's a person. She's different, man. She's different. And not that nobody else is special on my team, but this one's different because the way her mind is processed, the way she goes about life. One of my coolest things I want to share you about her is every day we end practice, she always ends us, and this is not from me. This is from her. She always says, touch somebody. And as silly as that sounds in today's time, think about it. a fist pound, an eye contact, a high five. That's what a great teammate is. That's a culture kid. And so for me to get her in this first recruiting class and her bring those qualities to our team is one reason why we're having the season we're having. She's the ultimate team player, and she'll do whatever she's got to do for us, not in and not out.
Robbie here.
Another reason why you're having the season you're having is the road wins so far.
Yeah.
I think 7 this year, 7-2. I think you won 3 last year. What's been the key to success on the road? Because as you know, it's been really difficult to win there.
Yeah, I know. That's a hard one because I take that one personal, Robbie. That was a bad question, but we're upset because you want to win at home first, right? First of all, let's talk about home. We've had a unlucky schedule somewhat. We had the Tennessee game that gets moved up at 4:00, so our fan base, which is one of the top in the country, it just what it was. They couldn't get off work. They couldn't come. Then we get Super Bowl Sunday, not at 12:00, but at 2:00, right when everybody's cooking. So shout out to those who could come, and it is what it is. We still gave our best effort, and then I don't know. Maybe we're on the road. We're just locked in, aren't we? I mean, what do you think? You won the place.
The preparation we put in, I feel like we sit down, watch film, we study it. I feel like we really just locked in for real.
Maybe we need to go on the road at home games too. we'll be like football. We'll go on the road to Columbus and spend the night or something. Yeah, we're gonna mix it up. We're trying to find everything. So, and that goes to my finish. We got to finish. We got 5 games left. I know for me, is obviously I'm enjoying the heck out of this kid's freshman year, but I'm also enjoying the 5th years, right? And that's what I'm excited when I see the team tomorrow. Is again, am I disappointed for Florida's game? You better believe it. But I'm also very proud of the group I got to go 5-6. But at the same time, we got to have a mentality that, man, let's don't celebrate. We got big goals, and they're still in front of us. And within those big goals, you got opportunities, and that's how life works. You got to seize it. We can't just participate and play. We got to find ways to steal one on the road and then protect home. Steal one on the road and protect home at the same time.
And we're gonna keep fighting.
Yes.
So we'll go back to it.
Yeah. Come on, left punch, right punch. See, I love this kid.
Stephon here in the front.
Mjracle, obviously we've seen on the court and your teammates, have talked numerous times this season about you always playing at a 10. I guess where does that mentality come from for you for 40 minutes to, kind of give that consistent effort?
I just love the game in general, so I just play because it's what I love to do. So on the court, in practice, I just give my all.
And I'm calling it right now, and you're going to pull this up. All right, there's gonna be a time this year that she hits a shot that you're like, what in the world? All right, like a half court, full court shot, or like some crazy layup, and you're gonna be like, are you kidding me? And I want you to reference this point because I'm calling it right now. I coached one kid like this before, Shoni Schimmel at Louisville, and Shoni would stay after practice for 30 minutes, and she would just do trick shots. I don't know if you saw the Tony Dukes viral one we shot from like the top of the hump. It's because of Mjracle. And again, that's her spirit. We have fun after practice. Do we work hard? You better believe it. But sometimes you got to enjoy the little things. We're shooting from chairs. We're doing all this. And Shoni was that same kid. And then Shoni hit 2 of the biggest shots in Louisville history that were happening to be shots she actually practiced. So I'm calling it right now in advance here.
Robbie here in the front.
Mjracle, the Ole Miss doesn't have a true point guard this year, and that's been talked about as a negative. But how challenging is that too? Because they're big and physical, tough. Guarding that and going against that, how challenging is that?
I definitely think it is it's impressive for them to have the rotation that they do and everything. But I feel like we do a pretty good job of guarding it because we're just as physical, so we're really prepared for it.
And she happens to be an All-American, high school All-American, so kid, she's really good. They got good players, man. Like I said, that's why there's a respect factor from us. We're happy we were able to get one here, but at the same time, we know it's going to be an absolute war when we go up there.
Yeah, Mjracle, what are some of the biggest lessons and takeaways you've gotten from learning from some of the older guards on this team, like Mjracle and Lauren Parkland?
I learned a lot from them, just how to attack, just learning the big picture and everything, and them showing me and learning, taking LP skills from the guard position and the way that jerk maneuvers, the ball to get it to go in, and how aggressive she is. So I take all the learning points that they give me and I apply them to my game.